Hey, it's Tyler Miller with Obvious Real Estate, and welcome back to another podcast. I am super excited today to be sitting here with the one and only Chris Leerar. He is a lender at Granite Bank, and he's been doing this since, I think you said 2009.
I have.
So, man, you've seen some things.
Been through a lot.
Yes,
yeah.
you have. And, I wanted to have you on today because I've been working a lot with Granite Bank,
Right.
and getting to know you guys has been so fun, and the mindset that you all share is pretty awesome.
It
and
is.
I think that, it's a super intimidating part of the process, and lots of misconceptions caused, sometimes on purpose by other people out there. And I think it's really good for buyers, whether you're a first-time buyer, move-up buyer, investor, to really understand some of this stuff and
Right.
and have a trusted person that they can turn to get the right information, because there's just lots of noise out there right now.
100%.
And so I'm hoping after today, quick 15-minute episode or so, that people will be able to say, man, that Chris Leerar from Granite Bank sure knows what he's talking about, and maybe it's somebody I should reach out to. So
For sure.
With that being said, why don't you take a minute or so, give us a little bit of background on yourself, where you grew up, your family, and then maybe just a little bit about your business.
Sure. Well, yeah, I'm a senior lender at Granite Bank. Got recruited there just over a year ago, like you said, to a great organization, great team. They've been just crushing it with growth.
Yes, they have.
And
Every day I feel like I see another top producer joining them. It's kind of wild.
It is. And I'm happy I've been with them for this time. As you said, though, I've been in the industry for a while, and I've been blessed enough to be in this industry because it's got its ups and downs.
Not many people made it from 2009 to today, man. That's a battle and a half right there. You've seen a couple different markets where people were leaving in the masses from your industry. So.
Yeah, no, for sure. I kind of fell into mortgages, actually. So when I got out of college in 2009, it was a really tough economy.
I graduated in 2009 as well.
Yeah. So, firsthand, getting jobs out of college just wasn't
One in 6, I think, graduates got a job.
Exactly.
Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Right. It was so it was tough. Luckily for me, I've always been a hard worker. I was working the whole time in college, in the banking industry, actually.
Okay.
So as a teller, personal banker.
Where'd you go to college?
Minnesota State.
Okay.
Down in Mankato.
Nice.
Yeah, good school.
Yeah.
And good business school.
Yeah.
And that's what I started in business, marketing and business administration. Needless to say, got out of school, got an interview at a bank, and not Granite Bank, but got an interview. They liked me. They could tell that I was a people person, that they could mold me into the type of loan officer they wanted me to be.
Right.
And I didn't know anything about mortgages, though, nothing. And so they were willing to give me that
It's an interesting time to jump into mortgages, man.
Oh, it was. And so get in there, had a great mentor. One cool thing I always remember, my mentor he taught me, he always would say, hey, you need to be sharp as a tack, not dull as a thumb. I'm like, God, that's kind of interesting. But there's a lot of different loan officers, a lot of different people out there.
Yeah.
Really honing in and knowing your stuff inside and out and being able to articulate that to people is kind of what got me going there.
Yeah.
In the industry for a while, eventually came to Granite. And then, so for me, I'm a family person, right? So I got 3 kids.
Yep.
I have twins, boy-girl twins that are just over 7.
Okay.
And then I have another boy named Jaden that's 6. So, we're really busy with the family,
Yes,
right?
you are. Those are fun ages, though, man.
Yeah.
6, 7?
Yeah.
How many times do you hear that?
Yeah, 6, 7.
How many times do you hear that in your house this year?
Yeah, really. I know,
New Year's
right?
resolution for every parent. 6, 7's not coming with us into 2026.
Please, no more 6, 7s. No doubt about that.
I will say, I got to take credit. I was the first person in our household to say 6, 7
Did you?
in 2026. I said it like 12:01 just to piss off my kids.
Get it out of the way.
I'm like, hey, guess what, kids? 6, 7. And they're like, oh, come on, Dad.
That's awesome. Yeah. No, luckily, my kids, for the most part, have toned it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we already, But, So, some of my hobbies, I enjoy a little bit of outdoor stuff, golf when I can. My golf game needs some work, but hey,
me too.
Fun to get out there and enjoy. Sports guy, like fantasy football, watching sports, that type of thing.
Vikings fan?
Huge fan.
All right, here we go. Fire up.
It's a tough year, but
My goodness. Yeah. What do you think we do with McCarthy? Is he the starter next year, or is he riding behind a vet?
Man, it's a tough one. I think you can't necessarily give up on him yet. You have to bring in another good,
a better backup plan. Yeah.
You know, what does that look like? I don't know. Is it a trade? Maybe.
There's some decent options out there. Unfortunately, there's no superstars we're going to be getting anytime soon. But, dude, I feel like we're a quarterback away from at least making noise in the playoffs, right? And, I mean, we finished with a winning record with, I mean, just a disaster of a quarterback situation. So it's a testament to the team. It sounds like Brian Flores wants to come back.
Yeah.
And
I don't know about that now, though, because of all the job openings.
Well, I saw a quote yesterday saying that he feels that there's no better place to be, you know, in his position. He gets to do whatever he wants, and he came there to win, and they're not done yet. But
sure,
there's always the allure from Tom Brady at the Raiders.
That's what I'm saying.
Or, you know, anywhere else that these guys probably want to go to, but. Because I think Flores used to be with the Patriots organization, and now with Brady there, that could be a landing spot.
That's a huge tie for that. Yeah, so we'll see. You know, I don't want to lose Flores, but I'm, you know, not very confident he's going to come back due to that. But
I thought we might lose him last year, but
yeah.
But all right, well, so family man, you've been happily married for how long?
Since 2013. So
2013?
13 years.
Nice.
It's crazy. Time flies.
It's crazy, dude. You guys meet in college or no, after college?
After college, yeah. That's a quick, I'll give you a quick story on that. So a good friend of mine, my wife's in the hair industry.
Okay.
We have a salon down in Chanhassen called J. Bella's.
J. Bella's,
yeah.
Nice.
Check it out. It's a great salon that's been there for a number of years.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so got introduced to her actually through one of my best friends. His wife got a job at the salon that my wife was working at the time.
Okay. And
then so I got introduced that way, which is the best way, I feel like, right?
Yeah. So do you go get a haircut?
Well, actually, yeah, not in the salon. I'm lucky enough to get them at home when she has some
But like
time.
when you met her, was it through a haircut or was it just like a date?
It was flat out like that we were told about each other.
Okay.
Looked each other up on Facebook. It's just kind of a blind date setup where I reached out. And then her friend, Amber is her name, and which was my best friend's girlfriend at the time. Yeah. And just, you know, she's known me for a number of years, had, you know, some things to say about me, and just set us up for that date. So
it's amazing.
Yeah.
You've been tricking her every day since.
Yes, I have been.
Yeah, me too, buddy.
Absolutely.
Well, that's awesome. I appreciate the little background on your family, on you, all that stuff. But let's get into a few questions I have prepared. So first one I wrote down was, I think a lot of people, there's just so many like myths out there about the financing world, the lending world in general. And I mean,
absolutely.
Since 2009, I'm sure you've heard them all many times, but I'm curious. And I think that a lot of other people would be curious about this. Like, what's the biggest mortgage myth you hear almost daily or weekly? Like, what is it that you're constantly like, nope, that's not exactly right?
Well, I got it. Here it is for you. I know you've already heard this before, but it's all about down payment. People think 20% down is the myth that it's required to buy a home.
What? It's not?
It definitely is not, right?
How much could you put down to buy a house? Like, what's the minimum?
Well, as a first-time home buyer, there's a lot of options actually, but 3% is your basic minimum. But as you already know, there's several assistance options out there. So realistically, there's a way to buy with as low as $1,000 out of your own pocket, or in some cases, as a veteran or USDA, 0% down. Right?
It's like you've had this conversation a few times.
Yeah, it's been a few times. Absolutely.
Yeah. So look in the camera and tell buyers you don't need 20%.
You do not need 20% down. And what a person needs to actually understand is that for every 10,000 down, you know, there's a misnomer out there as well. Hey, if I put an extra 10,000 down, it's $200 on my payment. That would be awesome.
I know.
That's not the case.
Not the case at all. What is it right now? Like $60?
66-ish, anywhere from 64 to 68.
66, 67?
6, 7, a little bit, yeah.
We are the worst.
No, for sure. But
no, that's what I always say to people. And when rates were a little bit lower, it was like, hey, $50 for every $10,000 you put down. And people all the time, I remember talking to my cousin about this, and she was like, I think we're going to wait another like year. And I'm like, oh, okay, what, like, why? And they're like, I just want to save up a little bit more money to put down to help those payments. And I'm like, realistically, how much money could you save just in a year? I'm just curious. And they said, like, I think they were targeting like 13 grand.
Sure.
And I was like, I just want you to understand, like 13,000 at the time is going to save you about $60 a month. And here's how much money you're going to lose out on an appreciation during that time. Right. You're just going to pay probably 15 grand more for the same house. Your payments are actually going to be the same, if not higher. Yeah. So why don't we get into a house now? And they said, oh, we didn't think about that. Yeah, let's go look at some houses. And so, yeah, it's the 20% down plus the cost of waiting seems to get a lot of those first-time buyers. It
reminds me of a lot of that when it comes to these first-time home buyers. And, they were waiting for a while. And maybe it's because they were advised to from family or friends, hey, this is a period of time it's going to change and come back. Meaning like the prices are the prices. They're not really coming back, right? Yeah. And it's just not. And there's a lot of different reasons why. But
and if they do roll all the way back, let's say to like 2009. Yeah. I mean, we have so many more problems going on than like people won't be able to take advantage of it is my point. They're going to be hurting at work. There's going to be other factors happening that caused that. Sure. Where it's like that standard first-time buyer is not going to be able to take advantage of that. Right. That's going to be more like the investors will start to swoop them up, right?
True. The ones,
So it's like, I don't know, the people that are like, oh, I'm just going to wait for the market to come down. I'm like, but you're not in a position to like want for that to happen. You want it to kind of continue to stay steady and increase slightly so that you're not going to lose your butt somewhere else. True. Right. And so, it's just like, I always say to my team, I say to my clients, I'm like, look, like it's impossible to time the market. The key is
you can't time it.
The key is time in the market, not timing the market.
Exactly. The market rewards people that participate, not sit on the sidelines.
Right. And it may not be perfect.
Yeah.
But I promise you, it's going to benefit you if you hold on to that thing long enough.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, people that are trying to time the market is like a bet you can't win, right?
No.
How are you going to know what's going to happen with inventory, rates, just policy, other economic conditions, right? You don't know any of those things. And so it's almost like a riskier move by waiting and with limited upside.
Well, you think about the people that, if you could look back over the last 5 years and be like, man, who timed it the best? To me, it's like the people that got like the last person to get like 2% interest rate, right?
Sure.
However, on the flip side, they're probably stuck in that home now for a long time. Because they're not going to get that rate ever again. And so they live in a different affordability world now. And it's like, so there's always this flip side to like this perfect timing. It's like, well, you got the mortgage payment you want. I hope it's the house of your future because you're not moving.
They're holding on to it.
Or if you do, you're going to have a sticker price shock on those monthly payments. And so, but yes.
Yeah.
First-time buyers, 20% down is not required. For investors, it is.
True.
Right?
It is, absolutely.
But for anybody else, I mean, like Chris said, you can buy a house 0% down.
0%.
We've had buyers get paid at closing.
Actually, I do set that up quite a bit where you're getting a little check back when you close.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Well, give me a call. I'll let you know how we can do it.
It's possible.
It absolutely is, yeah.
All right, so another question I wrote down, just keep it shorter because I know you could probably go on about this one for a while. But if you had to sum it up, what do you actually enjoy the most about your job? Like, what is it that keeps you just going every day through the bad markets, through the tough conversations? What is it?
Yeah. Well, honestly, there's a lot that goes into that. But
pick one.
Yeah. Honestly, it really just comes down to I've always been a people person, enjoy being around people, right? Ever since really young guy working, at a grocery store.
Right.
So no, it comes down to the client and simply being able to be a part of one of their biggest financial transactions of their lives. I would think that from what I've heard, it's some big goals for people. Maybe it's getting married, maybe it's having kids, or maybe it's buying a home, or maybe that really special car, right?
Right.
But a mortgage transaction is one of the biggest ones you can do.
Yep.
And so it gives me a lot of gratitude and appreciation to be able to help guide someone and be an advocate for them.
Yeah.
But do it to where they feel so confident and comfortable and that they have that great experience to where they're like, you know what, I'm so happy about this home. And, you could just see the gratitude and appreciation they have for your service and what you did to help them get there.
Yeah. And I think that is something that I've noticed is kind of a common theme with the Granite Bank people is like the genuine desire to create a lasting impact on their realtor partners, but also the buyers that they work with. And, sometimes I feel like most lenders will say something similar to that, but there's oftentimes you can tell the number one reason they're doing it is the money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or the perceived money. It has kind of lost on them how important that is. But I can tell sitting in here with you, like that is something still after all these years that you care about.
Exactly. I was just going to say that. It comes down to the true care. Are you genuine and do you truly care?
Yep.
Right. And so whether it's $100,000 buyer or $500,000 buyer,
right?
Are you giving them that same energy, the same experience, the same communication, availability,
right?
And it's like you said, some lenders can say it, but the proof is in the actions.
Yeah.
Right.
And a lot of buyers don't quite understand how you guys do make an income.
Right.
And I think sometimes buyers are like, well, sale price is pretty high. I'm sure you're getting paid pretty well, but they're putting like 50% down.
Yeah.
And you guys are actually paid on loan amount, right?
Correct. That's a good point to bring up. Yeah.
And so it's really interesting because some buyers act like they're this catch for this lender, right? And it's like, well, yes, I want to help everybody, but just from a monetary standpoint, actually, I'm making less money helping you than I would maybe a standard first-time home buyer because you're putting so much money down.
Right.
And like that part, is irrelevant when you go to help people, but I think it's important. Some people like just don't quite grasp that. It's like you can't just look at the sale price for you guys. There's way more to it than that. And a top buyer for like a realtor might not actually be the greatest buyer
for a lender
from a monetary standpoint. And so it's like, it's more important that you find the people that are willing to like listen to you, work with you, take advice from you.
Right.
Right. Because it's not just about the price.
No, it's really about helping, educate them, getting understanding on covering or, helping understand their goals and how they can get to those goals and accomplish them and do it the best way.
Right.
And so there's plenty of times where lenders will just quickly go through the motions on things. So you're almost a number to them, right?
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Especially the ones that are really busy or just the big box places.
Yep.
Like you touched on before, as a lender, certain banks and places you have like a salary maybe, and then you get like maybe some kind of spiff or bonus or whatever. For people like myself, we're working super hard to take care of clients because we are commissioned. We're only rewarded at the end, right? And so for most people, if you're commissioned, hopefully you're putting a little extra time and energy into that. But there's still plenty of lenders that are not, or at least when it comes to being able to help understand the goals of the client and actually care about what their goals are,
right?
And doing it the right way.
Yeah. They're not living and dying by the referral. They're not living and dying by, did I get these people to closing and are they satisfied? Because that's going to help me get more business.
Right.
And honestly, that's the people that you want. You want the person that's like, hey, I need this to close and I need this to go really well. Not because I need the money, but because I want this to reflect so well that you're going to want to send me more business, and that's how I make a living. And
exactly. Organic growth, and the only way to get organic growth is to go above and beyond and work super hard.
I would not want to work with a lender or a realtor that's getting paid a salary.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you have all sorts of options as a lender. You could go anywhere tomorrow and probably get some super awesome incentive to go and work at that bank.
Right.
you could go get any program you need. You have all these options. You've been doing this since 2009. You're a catch, as they call it.
How long has that been? Gosh,
it's too long 17? To do the math.
It's been a minute.
It's like, sure. 16 or 17 years. Yeah. It's a long time, man. And I guess you've probably been to a few different places over the years. So why Granite Bank right now? Like, what is it that made someone like you that could go anywhere choose Granite?
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of options for sure. Mm-hmm. You wanted to kind of comb through all that. And I'm not a fast decision maker. They courted me for a while before I came over to Granite. Mm-hmm. And, it comes down to a lot of different factors. But number one, I felt like just the culture and, their vision and kind of how it makes you feel when you're there. Like you don't feel stuck in the mud, I guess you could say, right? In certain places, you feel like you could be spinning your wheels a little bit. And
right.
So with the team atmosphere they have, just the different programs, products they have to help you grow, their willingness to put time and energy into you as an individual loan officer to have certain partnerships or to do certain events, different tools or ways to get in front of people to build up those relationships,
right?
And it's a relationship business, and so as an agent too, you have a lot of options, and it's just being able to be on a team that you can succeed with, to collaborate with other people.
Yeah,
and it's kind of hard to put words into it, but ultimately for me, it was about the products, the programs, the rates, but the people and the culture and kind of the direction they were.
I think they do a wonderful job of putting you guys in a position to be successful.
Yeah.
Like, excuse me. I think a lot of lenders, a lot of banks, a lot of teams in real estate, they sometimes their value add is like, we'll do it for you, and we just like give you things, and like while that's nice.
Sure.
I do think that there's a cost with that. Usually the people that are, or places that are providing that, they have to pay you less because it costs them money to do those things. I always liked the place that had the tools and had the strategy and the opportunities for me to go and get my own stuff, right? They're giving you a chance to be opportunistic.
Right.
And that's what I think, when I think of Granite Bank, they do such a wonderful job of like, they're just always around. And they're always giving you, the lender, a chance to go and insert yourself into a situation that you probably wouldn't have at a different place. Because hey, we're giving you this already, so now it's on you to go do it. Where at Granite, it's like, well, we want to bring everybody along for the ride, so here's all these opportunities. And then they're inviting you into that atmosphere, which is contagious, I think.
It is.
And then you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do versus here's something that's being force fed to you.
And honestly, and it's the different management that's willing to get out there with you and help you with that, right? Kind of like you alluded to, like you could say, here, we have these tools and things. Now you guys just get out there and figure out how you're going to use it or how you're going to collaborate with people with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Whereas they're working alongside you.
Yeah.
They're willing to do a lunch and learn with you if needed, right?
I just got a tour of the whole place yesterday, man. Yeah. I'll tell you what, you guys have over 100 staff, I believe, like working there to support you guys. It's kind of crazy.
It is crazy.
It's like pretty impressive. And to go to sleep at night as a lender working there and being like, I'm good. Like, I got anything that I possibly could need, and now it's just on me to go do the job.
Exactly.
Like, that's
no excuses then.
None. And it's rare in our world. It's just rare to be at a place where you're just like, I have everything I need. I can literally do anything I want to do. I just have to go do it now.
Yeah, and like I was saying, having the type of staff like Brian Fritz, Josh McCarthy, Ricky, I'm on Brad's team.
Yeah.
Just rock stars like that that can, help guide you, help give you the avenues to grow, and
it's huge.
To get to the next level.
Yep.
And so that's what it came down to. So as you know, Granite's a great place, huge growth year over year. I don't know the exact numbers, but I know that they used to have, I feel like, 20 to 30 staff members, like probably 2.5, 3 years ago, to several hundred now.
Yeah. It's
hundreds probably now.
It's growing. Well, the episode's already getting kind of long. I want to make sure I get to this next question though.
Let's do it.
So I was asking you before we started, it's like, what are you kind of seeing out there? Like, what is the big topic that just needs to be discussed right now? And you mentioned move up buyers.
Yeah.
And I'll let you kind of touch on what you were getting at with that, but
Right.
I have definitely a couple things I'll add into. But what do you want to say when it comes to move up buyers?
Well, you know what?
And move up, just in case people listening don't know, they own a home. They would like to probably trade it up for something bigger.
Correct.
They're not a first-time buyer, so they already own a home and they want to move up.
They have a home now, and they, likely what happens is, well, what I'm understanding for a while, you've touched on this before, people that are usually sitting on the sidelines maybe does have that great payment and rate, which makes sense. But life happens, right? Job change, divorce.
Bonus babies.
Yeah. Or, those type of things. So I've always kind of wondered, why are these move-up buyers waiting? Move-up buyers could say rate, but there's got to be more than that, right?
Right.
And so what I've been hearing and running into is a person, of course, most of the time they want to buy first before they sell, right? You got to find that house.
Which is pretty tricky.
Yes.
When you're contingent
Correct.
on the sale of your home and you haven't even put it on the market yet.
Yeah.
That's not a very competitive offer.
Yeah, contingent offers, right. So that's number one is probably, of course, contingent offer where you can't mathematically qualify to buy that first new home first before selling. I think other ones that people, roadblocks, we'll call them roadblocks, is maybe the future payment of the new home. It's like, well, I only have so much to put down or not really enough or just the bare minimum. So that future payment's not as affordable.
Yep.
Or maybe they're concerned about, is my home going to sell? How long is it going to take to sell?
There's been a lot of homes sitting around this last 6 months. It's not a guarantee right now.
Exactly. Is it going to sell at the market price? So I think people have, anxiety of that or being stuck with two mortgages. You kind of name the different things out there. I think it's like, it's more of trying to get over the fear and anxiety of the things, which are all valid things. Whether it's maybe having a home showing ready and getting out for the showings, and or flat out just if you had to sell first, having a home on market, not knowing if you found the next home, but when you do find it, that stress and anxiety of packing and moving and being out same day. So those are different things I've heard and seen out there.
So how are you helping people solve that problem?
Yeah, well, I'm glad you brought that up because, with Granite Bank, that's one of the reasons I'm here. I'm happy to say that we do have some great options and programs for someone to alleviate your roadblocks. And it's called Cash to Win, as you already know. Great program.
Amazing program.
And something that, we'd both be happy to dive deep dive on it for someone.
Yeah.
See if it makes sense for you. And a lot of the times, there's various reasons you need it, not just contingency, which is number one. And so, I'm proud that we have that. But it's a way to help people move up and get out there because it's I'll call it a vehicle, a tool to get you from property A to property B.
Yep. Yep.
And most of the time it's, hey, Tyler, you took them out, you saw this, let's call it $500,000, nice new home, and all that great emotional connection of doing it. And it's...
but, hey, we need to write an offer quick.
Yeah.
It can't be contingent.
Yeah.
And they need some money up front, and we don't even have their house on the market yet.
Right.
So so in most cases, what happens is the dream's dead.
Right.
And the agent looks bad because there's not much else that they can do to compete. You're not going to be able to get your house on the market quick enough. You can't get it sold quick enough today. Like it was during COVID, that's just gone.
Right.
So, it's kind of like, well, we'll just wait another 3 years till we see our next dream property, which is going to be worth $550.
Yes.
And it's just you just get stuck. And that's where
in that cycle, exactly.
This vehicle that you mentioned, this Cash to Win program, can allow buyers to get out first.
Right.
And
they can still actually live in their home while they're buying that next home, even though technically it's not contingent anymore. We can get in those details at some point, but so it's a great program, and it's a way to help people not stay in the sidelines and miss out on that dream house or that home that checks your boxes. But
it's got to be super expensive, Chris. There's got to be so many fees that why would anybody do it?
That's a good point, but realistically, this program's not. That's why it's so unique to Granite. It's a proprietary program to Granite, right? Meaning like no other lenders actually have access to this exact program.
Well, and I would point out that there are possibly other cash offer programs out there. However, the primary goal for those cash offer programs is that's what they do, right?
Yeah.
They want to help you get out so that they take a big chunk, because that's the only way they're going to make money, right? Is just
Equity
that
stripping.
Right.
Take your equity.
This, though, is simply a vehicle that Granite kind of came up with.
They did.
So that their end goal is for the buyer to actually get a mortgage with Granite.
Sure.
And that's how Granite's going to make their money more traditionally.
Absolutely.
So they're really not stripping a ton of money in this program, because their end goal is simply to get you onto the next house, put a new mortgage on it, and move on.
Exactly.
You know, and that's the thing that was just different to me about it was, yeah, sure, we can find investors to give you money and do all this stuff, but you're gonna get taken to town, right?
Absolutely.
Like,
you're gonna lose some of that equity on those cash offer deals.
right.
Yeah.
This is like
way different.
This is like simply
At
like
fair market value.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just based on like a CMA from an agent, which I had to check with Brian a few times. I'm like, you sure about that? Like, you just want a CMA, you don't want to test it on the market. And they're like, hey, if our realtor partners that we trust feel strongly about a price, that's what we're going to give them.
Absolutely.
And I'm like,
because you're going to end up selling the home anyways. But
right.
Yeah. So
yeah, and there's obviously caveats to every program.
Sure.
It's not for everybody.
It's not.
But like, it exists, guys, and I think that if there's any buyers out there that are just they're just like, you're just like, how are we ever gonna do this? I'm not willing to just throw it on the market and see what we can get. I need more guarantees in life. And it's like, here you go. Let's go get you the next house first. Let's go through this program. There are some fees, but they're not astronomical.
It's not. No, it's really.
And it's
fair.
also I would look at them more as like a convenience fee, right? Like we're
100%.
doing something that's allowing you to move and make it easy. Of course, it's not going to be free.
Sure.
But
exactly. But you hit it on the head there. That's exactly what it is. It is a convenience fee. It is not for everyone, but it's affordable enough to where it can make sense. You know, you name those roadblocks that you have, those concerns, those anxieties, or whatever it may be. If all those are off the table, wouldn't that be worth it to you?
Here's a roadblock that I would compare it to. Maybe a stupid analogy, but hey, if I want to go downtown and I have to worry about where I'm going to park to go out to eat,
right?
I ain't going. But if I can pull up and I know there's a valet, and I know that I'm going to get in a warm car, and I got to pay like $20.
Sure.
Sign me up, man. I'm going.
Isn't it worth it? Exactly.
And that's where it's like, I could do it cheaper.
Sure.
I could go park far away and walk my ass to Manny's.
For sure.
Right? But, I mean, that's a little dangerous right now, and it's going to be cold. And so it's just like, it may be a dumb analogy, but at the same time, it's like, look, there are things that we pay for every day in our lives to make it more convenient, right? Whether it's you're ordering your groceries online, DoorDash, Netflix, whatever it is, right?
You name it. I mean, honestly.
It could be the same way when it comes to a house. So it's like, look, you're going to pay a little bit more, but man, is it easy.
It's so easy.
Is it easy? And it accomplishes your goal.
Yeah.
Right?
100%. And that's a game changer. It really is for all parties.
If I was in your world, I'd be needing to be at a place that offers that too.
100%.
It's like, it is such a awesome thing. So just know you're stuck in a home, you're a move up buyer. Granite Bank has an amazing option, and it's proprietary to them. You're not going to find a better program out there that's less expensive and solves a need.
Correct.
Right?
That's exactly it, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
So because we have limited time, I'm going to skip to the one section that we haven't even talked about yet. Just a rapid fire. So it's just kind of like this or that.
All right.
When it comes to you and your business,
Let's
right?
give it a shot.
So all I need is one-word answers from you. If you want to expand on it, great.
Right.
But they're easy, right?
I like it.
So let's start with an easy one. Call or text? What do you prefer?
Call.
Oh, all right. See, I'm a texting guy.
Yeah, but see, like sometimes, especially with the job I do, there's a lot more goes into it.
I know.
You know. So
have you tried audio messages yet?
I have not.
Oh my God.
You know what? That's kind of crazy.
Life-changing, bro.
I need to get more into technology.
Life-changing. Everybody out there, I'm not talking about talk to text. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Stop it. You sound ridiculous. Hello, period. Like, what are we doing?
Totally.
Hit the button that says audio.
Right.
Start recording. You can talk I could talk for 30 minutes. It's the greatest thing ever because, and I've asked my clients this, they love it because you know how it is. Like, let's say you have a really just important thing you need to like get across to somebody.
Yeah.
I find it honestly way more effective to send them an audio text message. They'll open it and listen to it when it's convenient for them.
It's basically voicemail over text.
It is. But you can talk forever and it transcribes it. But like, I like it because they don't have a chance to cut you off, rebuttal, whatever, right?
True. I like that. Yeah.
And then they listen to it, they decompress it, they take it in, and then they respond appropriately. And I've asked, I'm like, is this annoying or do you like this? And people have raved about like, honestly, it's really nice because I can like think before responding to you. Like if it's a strategy with like an offer or something, like they don't have to be on the spot.
I like that because then like if you call them, they might answer if you were trying to do a voicemail, let's say, and texting's too much. So, dude,
I'm telling you, audio message and like even with Androids, you can like I have an iPhone. iPhone is fine, but if I left you one today, if I pulled up your text string and sent one from my iPhone to your Android, you would get it.
Okay.
You know,
it goes
so like
back and forth. Then.
Yep.
All right.
And like I have some other Android people in my life that they'll send me one back, and like it works. And so I'm just telling you, I think texting is so annoying because like it takes forever to. I just hate it.
I hate texting.
I'm just like I'd rather press the button and be like, hey, you know, I was just thinking about something. I wanted to run this by you, and then I'll ramble for 4 minutes.
What is it? Just a little.
So like I'll show you. So if you go into, I'll just see if I can find you. So, oops.
What was it? The little microphone on the right side there.
So I have to. I don't know if anybody probably can't see this. I have to click the plus sign next to the text, and then you go to audio.
Okay.
And then it just starts. Hey, Chris, it's Tyler. We're sitting on a podcast right now. You're doing fantastic, by the way.
Man.
But please start using this in your life because I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Love you, bye. And then you just send it.
Love it. All right.
Dude, I'm telling you.
I just learned something today.
I'm telling you.
I'm going to do it.
Everybody out there should be using that. Stop doing talk to text. You look ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Next one. Where is it? All right. Coffee or energy drink?
I'm definitely a huge coffee guy.
All right. What's your go-to? Where do you like to go?
Just the Caribou or Starbucks type deal.
Which one? You got to pick. You can't say or.
Oh, actually, you know what though? What's been more convenient for me is Dunkin' Donuts and Rogers.
All right.
Yeah, Dunkin' Donuts is my go-to.
So now, are you like black coffee? Do you like a little sweetener, a little flavor shots?
Yeah.
Or what
so
are you
I'm
thinking?
not. Well, those what do you call them? Those.
I get like a cold press with like caramel, vanilla, and like anything that tastes not like coffee is what I want.
Say, okay, those caramel macchiatos, those type of things are too sweet for me. So what I do actually is I'll order a hot Americano, so black initially, but I always ask for a couple pumps of caramel for flavor.
There we go.
And then like a little bit of heavy whipping cream. So it's like the perfect where it's not too sweet, but it's not
just like a little, a little something. And honestly, like Caribou can make them too sweet for me now, where I'm like, oh man, like it, like I'm just not a straight coffee guy, but I do like a little bite now. It's weird, like you get that acquired coffee taste.
Oh, you do. Oh, man.
But like my wife, she'll drink like I call it dirt water, like straight up, just like
dark
black coffee with like a little creamer. Yeah, and I'm like, what is this? Just gross dirt water. It needs to have a little something, you know.
And I can drink coffee just with creamer, but I usually at home will put a splash of milk.
That's serial killer shit, man. All right, so coffee, I agree. I'm not an energy drink guy. Yeah. Let's see. That one. These are easy. Okay, are you early morning or late night?
I'm a late night guy.
Honestly, boy. See, this guy knows what's up, dude. Mornings suck, but they're so much better. Especially in the winter. Yeah. Because like you actually see some sunlight.
Sure. Yes. Depending on, do you got to go outside and shovel? Do you got to do, something extra for the kids?
I think just like time for yourself.
Yeah.
I hate it, but the mornings are better.
You're right. As I'm getting older, I'm trying to develop more of a morning guy. Yeah. I've always been, hey, you need some 11 o'clock? I'll still get it done. I'm still wide awake.
I'm up till midnight easy. Yes. Every night. Yeah. Every night. And, but man, like to get like a workout in, for example, got to be in the morning. Oh, no. It's like impossible to do for me at night.
I'll do it at night if I can.
Oh, you're a savage. I just can't.
I try. You know, and it's part
After
of
the
my,
kids are done.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how bedtime is for you.
Yeah.
Bedtime takes an hour, even at 10 and 12.
Really?
I'm like, what are you guys doing upstairs? They both have to like take a dump. They both have to like, they just mess around
Excuses of
forever.
something. Yeah.
And I finally, you know, we have to go in and we say goodnight, we pray, we tuck them in. But like, I'll send them up at like 8:30. I'm not even saying goodnight till at least 9:15.
Man.
And then I'm like, oh my gosh, the last thing I want to do is work out right now.
I suppose. And I'll admit, like, I haven't been much of a workout person. That's part of my 2026 goals.
There we go.
But yeah, I don't know. I'll still probably be in the evening. I'll probably just go like to an Anytime Fitness or somewhere local where I can drive up there at 8:39, go for a quick half hour.
Hey, Godspeed, my friend. If you can do it, But I always find the couch pretty comfy at about 9.
Yeah, and that's, trust me, that's been that
It's
way
hard.
too. But we'll see. I'll have to figure it out.
If you figure it out, let me know.
Mornings are definitely not my thing. So.
No, I agree. Let's see. Do you prefer a detailed buyer or a decisive buyer? If you had to pick one.
I think decisive.
Yeah.
You know, just
Someone who's like trusting.
knowing what they want and what they need to get and just tell them how to get there.
Right.
Right. You know,
I agree.
And I don't mind. I'm definitely very detail orientated. I can
Yeah.
walk somebody through really anything you need to walk through, but just be decisive and, you know, trust us, trust the professionals of the information we're trying to instill in you and what we're trying to educate you on, because we're going to, you know,
We're not going to lead you down the wrong path. We work on referral.
Exactly.
Right? If we were to screw something up, like that's over. That part of our business is going to be dead. The reviews will be pouring in. This guy's a moron.
Yeah.
You know, fraudulent lending, like whatever. They'll make up all the stuff,
totally.
right?
Yeah.
And then it's over for you.
Exactly. You know, and I think you and I operate similar. Like we're there to, you know, if this is not the best maybe option, or they looked at the house and they're unsure, and you know, I always say, hey, if you're open to it, I'll tell you if you're a family or friend of mine. I'd tell you what I would do if I had in your shoes. Would you like that? And most people, yeah, please.
I love that.
And I would say, here's
that all
the thing. I would agree with you. I don't know if I would necessarily offer on this one. I'd move on as well because you brought it up. You thought about this, and I agree with you. We're not there to say, hey, no, you're fine. You know, we're not there to you know, push people along.
No.
It's because it's not the way to do business. You know,
They'll come back to bite you.
Exactly. So
last rapid fire question, and it's kind of an interesting one. Are you a fixed rate guy or an adjustable rate guy?
I'm straight fixed for sure. I mean, I can do the adjustables.
Man, there's some decent adjustables right now.
There is.
Like a 7-1 I saw out there. I was like, I'm like, man, that's enticing to get like in the 5s at a 7-year clip.
Sure. No, I mean, I'll agree. For the right person, it is good. I just don't like them for first-time buyers very much. There's just certain things that could come up, you know, job changes, whatever. You just don't want to get stuck where you like life happened on something. Yeah. And now you're like kind of adjusted up on you. Yeah. You know,
I'll stand firm that like if you can't afford the house at like the fixed rate, let's say.
Yeah, true.
Don't even look at the adjustable.
That's a good point.
Right? Like if you're just like, man, if I could get like 0.5% less, I'm good. Yeah. It's like, we're not buying a house. Like you got to be okay with like what it could be. Right. Because you never know.
Good. Yeah, exactly. And that's usually, you know, what I have to say to someone about those things, and just see if it really fits their goals, I guess. Yeah. Know? But traditionally, though, I would say fixed. But I'm not opposed to the ARM loans. It's just definitely not for everyone.
No, for sure. Well, last question I have for you is when you look at, I mean, we're sitting here. What is it, January 5th or something? Yeah. Say, I don't even know what the hell date it is.
Outside,
it's like the void, right? We're in the void right now, but it's cold. It's January 2026. There's all sorts of predictions and thoughts of what it could be. Right. When you look at it from your perspective, what are you like most excited for when it comes to the 2026 real estate market?
I think I'm just excited that more home buyers are going to come to market. Yeah. I really think it's not going to be like, you know, gangbusters different from like last year. I think it's going to be better than last year for sure. And that is because I think people are now coming to realization that prices are the prices, right? Rates are the rates. And I need to figure out how I can
The election didn't ruin the economy. Correct. I think things are a little bit more smooth. Correct. I mean, there seems to be some new headline every week, right? Of like, oh, this could affect finances, the AI bubble, this, that, whatever.
Sure.
But yeah, I agree. I think it's like there's
stabilization. It's all stabilized.
We've been just going through this cleansing process of like what is actually happening right now. Prices were of everything, groceries, gas was off the charts.
Yep.
And then there was the election. There's all this stuff like who knows what's going to happen? Is there going to be riots every day?
True.
Right? All this stuff.
Always something, yeah.
But like, yeah, for the better part of 2 years, it's been pretty stable.
It's starting to go that direction.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Like there's things happening, but there's a lot of noise, but things are staying roughly the same and trending in the right direction as far as rates and all that stuff. So like, yeah, I think consumer confidence is definitely coming back.
Yeah, and that's what I'm looking forward to 100%. That's exactly what it is. People are now starting to feel more comfortable with, where things are.
Yep.
From the prices to you name it, from the economy and things like that. So yeah, no, I think it's going to be great. There's going to be people that are expanding families for different reasons. There's going to be those move-up buyers we talked about, so reach out. Tyler and I got you on that. There's those first-time home buyers that thought 20% down was needed maybe because, maybe they thought that was right not to pay PMI, which private mortgage insurance, for the people that don't know, it's way more affordable nowadays.
Oh,
we
man.
can talk. PMI is
so much
really
more
not
affordable.
that bad.
It's really nothing anymore.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So it's not worth the wait, and we can give you numbers and talk the strategy of that, of if then equals that kind of deal, right? So yeah, no, that's what I'm excited about. Can't wait. Like you said, trending right direction. We have better rates. It's going to create more buyers. Should be more inventory coming out, especially with ways where people know they can be a move-up buyer and not have to be stressed out. Yeah,
and we got Granite Bank paired with Obvious Real Estate. I mean,
so happy we all got to partner up finally.
Right, and I'd say Obvious is stronger with Granite, right?
It is.
Isn't that the saying? That's what our T-shirts say.
100%.
But no, I think it's going to be a beautiful relationship between us and Granite. Super excited to see what this year brings. I'm very optimistic as well. We have some lofty goals for our team, and that just means that there's going to be more people benefiting, I'd leave it with anybody that's still listening or watching. First off, thank you.
Thank you.
Second off, I think the biggest difference between a seasoned lender and a seasoned agent, and then the ones that maybe don't do as much business, it's going to be how many problems that they can solve.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, Chris and myself are problem solvers. There is always an option.
Right.
You just have to be paired with the right people to help you see those options. And then it's partnering with those people that are going to explain it and not force it on you, right? And I think that's what I've noticed over the years is like the top lenders, the top realtors, they just solve problems better than anybody else,
right?
Because they don't
think
take
outside of the box.
They don't take no for an answer.
They don't.
There's always a way,
and they're willing to give that time and energy. That's the difference. Is the lenders that are just quickly moving on to the next sale or next application or next offer, and then there's the ones that truly, again, it's about care, treating that customer like they're the one and only client, and doing everything they can, like you said, not taking no for an answer. Let's make a plan of action.
Yeah.
We're going to find that solution, and we're going to get you there.
Yep.
Whether it's right now with just quick shuffling of things and strategizing and voicing it to you and letting you get it done.
Yep.
Or maybe saying, if we do this and that, and in the future, 6 months, now we're able to do this if you follow this plan.
Right. And that difference is going to be obvious, baby.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks, Chris. Appreciate your time. Thanks, everybody, for watching, listening. Really appreciate your support always. And if you need anything when it comes to lending, whether it's buying your first house, moving up, buying an investment property, there's all sorts of programs that Chris and Granite Bank have. So reach out. We'll take great care of you. And we wish everybody an amazing 2026.
Yeah. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.